Hi, hello. It's a beautiful day for a video. In my last video, I was talking about how mean women can be to each other. So I kind of wanted to continue that into this one and kind of get into more of the mom shaming side of it because it kind of goes hand in hand with the story of my son. So thanks for coming back, and I hope you enjoy this video. I kind of want to start about the whole mom shaming thing. You would think it wouldn't be a thing, but it is. And a lot of it starts with pregnancy and getting pregnant. It seems like women are competitive all around. We tear each other down behind each other's backs, and it's crazy. But being a woman and having a baby is a very hard thing to begin with. So when you throw in people who are judgmental, who want to be like, oh, well, we got pregnant right away, and have no regard to somebody's feelings, not knowing whether or not they've struggled for years to get pregnant. People don't think about the outcome of their actions, as if it's not like it matters. So I'm just amazed that we as women do this to each other. I don't, because I can't understand how it's so hard to be nice. I don't understand that, because it's not. It's really easy. But take a mom and she's had her baby, and then somebody else that she knows had their baby. That person had a C-section. That person gave birth naturally. And then you get people talking, saying that, oh, well, C-section isn't birth. You didn't give birth. And whether they had an epidural, oh, well, I did it naturally. I didn't need any drugs. What does it matter? The baby was born healthy, happy. The mom was healthy. That's all that matters. I was reading an article the other night about a lady who hired a birth photographer. When her doctor realized that she needed to have a C-section, she told the photographer, look, I'm having to have a C-section, and I would still love for you to be there to film it. The photographer wrote back saying, that earthquake was my dog. I'm sorry. That photographer responded with, oh, absolutely not. No, I won't have any part of that, because you opted to have a C-section. That's not giving birth. That's surgically removing your baby from your abdomen. And that's not how you give birth. I was blown away. What right does that woman have to say that? And if I can, I will insert the picture of the conversation between the two of them, and you can read it for yourself. It's unreal. But it seems like anybody, whether it's male or female, mostly females, they're very judgmental, and it's more of a judge a book by its cover type thing. And I've dealt a lot with that because my son, who's 12, has high functioning autism, sensory processing disorder, oppositional defiance disorder, and ADHD. And dealing with day-to-day is tiring. It's a struggle sometimes. It's hard. And a lot of people don't realize the difficulties that go into our day, because things that should be simple and straight to the point are very hard and take planning and take prepping. We were going to church, and at this church, he made some friends, but those friends weren't real friends. They were boys who thought it would be funny to play with him, but then when he wanted to play, act like he didn't exist. They picked on him. They teased him about his weight. They said he was stupid and that he was weird and that he was crazy. And it's hard because he has moments of impulsive behavior. He goes 0 to 60 in 3.2 seconds. And his awareness of personal space is pretty low. So that makes it difficult for him to really make friends with somebody. Anyways, these boys just kept picking at him. And he wasn't innocent. He'd fight back about it, and he wasn't nice either. But it got to the point where one day his Sunday school teacher pulled me aside and told me that the boys had been saying something, and my son announced that he was going to go home and hang himself. That was the most heartbreaking feeling in the world. And I searched down one of the moms, and I absolutely lost it. I was like, this is ridiculous. It's the same stuff all the time. And instead of saying, well, I'll have a talk with my son, or I'll figure out what's going on, let's get the boys together and see if we can figure this out. That's not what happened. I got, well, what did he say to him? I'm sorry, what was that? I'm not sure that I heard you right. What did my son say to your son? That he wanted to go home and hang himself because your kid won't stop bullying him. Oh, well, he wouldn't do that. He wouldn't do anything. He knows not to make fun of people's weight. Okay, well, I guess since we have instilled these things into our children, that they're just never going to do it. If you believe that, then you are in for quite the ride as they get older. And I didn't know where to turn, and it hurt my heart because all he wants is to make people laugh. He is such a comedian. He's so funny. He's got such a big heart. Anybody that knows him, who knows him, who he is, and the person that he is on the inside, they know that he is absolutely amazing. His imagination is unreal. He's got a knack for telling stories and telling jokes and being creative, and I am so blessed to be his mom. He is so smart. He picks things up really quick. When it comes to social situations, he struggles. And anybody who has autism, Asperger's, sensory issues, anything like that, they struggle. And it's hard to get people to realize he's not throwing a fit. He's not having a tantrum. He's having a meltdown. Meltdowns are completely different. And it takes refocusing him to get him back down from that high emotion that he is feeling at that moment. But I've struggled with that whole mom shaming stuff because they look at me like you just need to discipline him more, or he needs more structure. Okay, well, we've done all that. We've done therapy, we've done occupational therapy, we've done timeout, we've done grounding, everything. He takes a different approach. We have to use positive discipline in order for it to register to him. Every kid is different. Every family is different. Every situation is different. So there's no reason for us to look at another one and say that what they're doing is wrong, because what they're doing is obviously right for their situation, or else they wouldn't be doing it. How people raise their kids, what people choose to feed them, whether a mom is breastfeeding, pumping, and bottle feeding, or formula feeding, has nothing to do with you. So making them feel bad about one or the other, what's the point? I mean, I don't understand what that person gets out of degrading, berating, belittling the other person. I don't get it. I just feel like we should be able to realize that everybody struggles. Every mom goes through crap. Every person goes through crap. But some people are better at hiding it and putting on a happy face. So why can't we encourage each other and uplift each other and speak love and life into each other? I realize that that's probably a pipe dream, because that's all anybody has ever wanted, world peace and understanding and all of that. But it has to start with us. It has to start somewhere. And if you see somebody struggling, don't sit there and judge them for how they're handling the situation. Ask them if you can help them, if they're okay, if there's anything that you can do. Because a lot of the time, when they feel like their feelings are being validated and they know that what they're feeling isn't crazy, that helps. It helps a lot, because I was lost with this whole autism and sensory thing until I found people with similar situations. And I was so thankful for that, because I didn't know where to start. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to help him. And now I have a better understanding of what he needs day to day to get through the day and end it on a positive note. We still have bad days. Everybody does. But we're getting to the place where I can kind of predict and foresee how the day is going to go. And I really want to start a new segment on my channel. And thanks to my friend Erin, she actually brought this to my attention, and it's actually a really good idea. I want to showcase families who have similar struggles, whether it be with a child or a family member that has autism or sensory issues or some sort of specialty. I don't like calling it a disability. It's a specialty. I want to hear their stories. I want to read their stories, and I want to tell their stories, so that if there is something that they've done that was different than the next person can look at that and be like, oh, I'm going to try that. And if we can gather enough information and get it out there from enough families saying, this is what worked for us, this is my journey, this is where I started, this is where we are now, or somebody who is fearful that their child may be going through something, or they're unsure of their diagnosis. It's not a confirmed diagnosis, but they have suspicions. We can kind of help encourage and guide these families in the direction they need to go to help figure out where they need to be, so that they feel like they have somebody next to them taking this journey with them. So I would really like to start doing that. So I'm going to kind of work on that behind the scenes, like through my Facebook and through personal family and personal friends. And that's how I'm going to start it right now. But if you or somebody you know has a family member or a child that has gone through any of these issues, it doesn't have to be just autism or sensory issues. It can be anything. Anxiety, depression. If we can get enough personal stories, it may be enough to help somebody else. So I really want to start doing that. I think I want to call it Autism Speaks Out. Obviously, I can't call it Autism Speaks because that's taken. But I want it to be Autism Speaks Out, because I just feel like these families are suffering in silence. And I want to help bring their stories to light so that more people can see and understand the struggles we deal with on a daily basis. Because my son is not a bad person. He has got the biggest heart. He is so sweet and loves so deeply. It's just, he's socially unaware, and it's hard for him to know where the boundaries are. And all he wants is to be your friend. All he wants is to make you laugh. That's it. That's all any of them want. They want to be accepted. They want to be understood. They want to be understood and loved the way that they see other people being. And we should be able to do that. We should be able to treat them that way. We should be able to help them realize that they are so special because they were created uniquely, not differently. I hope that you guys will get excited about this with me, because I really hope this is a start to something big. And I look forward to continuing with this. I hope that you'll subscribe so that you can be a part of watching this unfold and grow. And if you know of a mom's group or somebody that may benefit from hearing this, share this video with them and comment down below, and I'll do everything I can to get in contact with them or whoever I need to. So I hope you enjoyed this. I'm sorry that it was another rant all over the place, but it's stuff that I want to talk about and things that I want awareness brought to. So I hope you guys have a wonderful, fabulous day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.